Hey, welcome back to Driver 88. I hope you're all well. Today we have quite an incredible vlog for you guys. We are here in Melbourne, Australia at the Fox Collection, which is a beautiful mixture of classic and modern cars for you to look at. This is a collection that's owned by Lindsay Fox, who's a very, very well-known business magnate here in Australia. And there's a mixture of classic, modern race cars that we're going to show you today, and in particular, an incredible collection of Porsches by none other than Fernidand Porsche's grandson. So please enjoy. So upstairs in the Fox Museum is something that I found really, really incredible and did not know about. So the great-grandson of Fernidand Porsche, he's only about 30 years old, and you would think that he'd spent decades collecting such an amazing Porsche collection. This is at least 10 of Saphire Blue metallic Porsches, pretty much all from the GT range. Absolutely incredible. 2 935s. There's actually 4 935s, believe it or not, of the 77 in Melbourne. We saw 2 of them last week. All of these cars have basically sapphire blue metallic with a hint of green stripe or green accent in different places across them. We've got a 911R, we've got 2RS, we've got a 918 Spider, which you very, very rarely see in a PTS color. We've got 2 exclusive series cars. Usually they're entirely gold, and there's only 500 of them in the world. So the cab here, I've never ever seen a PTS color exclusive series before. Quite amazing. Every single car was spec'd entirely to the nines, and the Fox Museum and charity has basically purchased all of these from this very fortunate 30-year-old who owns all of these Porsches. So on top of that, of course, you have to have a GT3 Touring as well as a Targa. I'm not sure what someone needs 2 935s for. I don't know how many track days you can do with 935s. I'm not sure if these have been tracked at all. Other than that, these cars don't just have your standard sort of all the options plus the PTS color. They've got CXX options all over them. So you'll notice that the bonnets are slightly different, or inside, for example, check this out, the 918 interior, the tartan green. I don't think I've ever seen that on the inside of a 918 before. It doesn't really match in my opinion, but at least it's completely unique. So the Speedster, did I say there's actually 2 Speedsters, as well as the 911R. Now, I've actually never seen a 911R in a PTS color before. They usually always say white or green or black. This one with the dual stripe color in a PTS color, extremely rare vehicle. To carry on with the Porsche theme, 2 more Speedsters behind me. These 2 ones, believe it or not, with the plates up front, the Victorian plates are actually getting close to the value of these Speedsters right now, so it's kind of a competition between the 2 over the next few years. Let me know which one you'd rather purchase as an investment. The narrow body Speedster also is incredibly rare, less than 200 units. Guards red, not always my favorite color, but a classic car nonetheless. So this is one of my favorite cars in the whole collection that we've seen so far, the 550, Porsche's first dedicated race car. It superseded the 356, which you can just see how much more aerodynamic. This one actually raced in F1 as well by Sterling Moss. Famously, James Dean, he traded his 356 for a 550 and sadly passed away in one. So very, very famous car. There's only 90 of these in the world. Most of them we've seen are usually silver. Goodness knows how much this is valued at. I have no idea, but in the many, many millions of dollars. So I can't show you the car yet because it won't be delivered, but of course an AMG 1 is coming to the collection, the current Nürburgring holder of the fastest lap. If you want this car, also you can get an AMG GT Black Series in a particular livery, and that has been seen on the streets of Melbourne a number of times. I'll show you a picture of that now. Tom, no quarrelsome behaviour. Don't get too excited over these Porsches, otherwise you'll be thrown out. So on top of all the amazing Porsches in the collection, there's also lots of incredible Mercedes-Benz vehicles, particularly this one, 300 SL, parked outside, I guess someone visiting, pretty cool. There's also a 300 SL Coupe and a Roadster inside as well. There's incredible 1930s monsters from the brand as well. Two of my favorite cars, the SLRs, there's a Sterling Moss, we'll show you that now, but also the 722 GT, which was part of what owners wanted to be a racing series, which never really got up off the ground, but still an incredible car, almost 400 kilos lighter than the standard SLR. We'll show you that inside. A bit loud in here, I hope you can hear me, but I want to show you probably my favorite car, or at least of the Mercedes part of this collection, the SLR Sterling Moss. Now, a speedster, 200 kilos lighter than the standard SLR. Incredible styling with the roof off. For some reason, speedsters have become all the rage now with Aston Martin, McLaren, etc. This thing is amazing. There's only 75 in the world, and believe it or not, this collection has multiple Sterling Mosses. I think at least 3 in the collection from memory.